All right, y'all. I'm just here because I have a complaint for some of you out there. I am struggling to figure out and realize why those of you out there make players and go to the blue section of the the little player catalog, and you just put everything up in that blue section and leave it there. You don't go to the green. You don't go to the yellow or the orange or the yellow. I mean, your whole goal is to just dunk the ball. Try to precision dunk and contact dunk the entirety of the game. Why do y'all do that? You don't benefit anyone that you ever play with. You actually are a selfish player. You actually went and made that player to play career. Granted, you could play career all you want, because in career, they'll allow you to go and get them contact dunks. But to take those players and to come out here into the rec where you know there is a team of 5 waiting for you in a 2-3 zone waiting, and you're out here running with the build that can't even shoot a mid-range shot. I never understand the fact that these slashers out here today don't even give themselves a mid-range shot. A mid-range shot. I get it, man. 2K24 is not the easiest game to shoot for some of you. I understand that this game forced you to actually time your shot now and find a good base that works for you. I get it, I understand. But the fact that you people still just came out here with a all blue build and you come into the rec. Now, I don't care if you in the blue build with the park. It work out there. Everything works in the park. But to come into a rec game and you can't slash, you're a cancer to your team. Straight on cancer. Flat out cancer. And you aggravate me. But it's not just me that you aggravate. You aggravate every teammate that you play with. Now, typically, big men are the ones that tend to still have that notion. There's some centers out here that still make inside-oriented centers. And if you know what you're doing, you could get away with that in this game if you know what you're doing. But a lot of you don't know what you're doing. The thing that annoys me the most when you get a slashing center or a center that's all blue is he think that instead of going to the dunker spot and waiting for a dump off pass, that joker gonna stand at the top of the key. He gonna set screens the entirety of the possession. Then he's gonna roll to the basket, and then he's just gonna hold LT or L2 depending on your system, thinking that he about to get the ball in the post. Just to get the ball in the post, and guess what he do, y'all? Guess what he do? He drop step. It's so funny because like I stated in one of my videos, you have 2K players and you have basketball players. And all these blue center builds out here, 90% of them drop step. That's their only go-to post move. They make sure their strength and their drop stepper is high so they can drop step. Then you have the other ones who decide to take that post hook from the foul line. You know them people? The one that just continue to, they know how to green that post hook from the foul line. But that's it. That's it. You don't have no shimmy shots. You don't have no post spin, step back, mid-range jumpers. Well, why would you do that? Because you can't even shoot a jumper. But then when you don't have the big man that's all blue, you get the small forward or the power forward that's all blue. And those type of players would trick you sometimes. Because you'll go into the rec and you'll play bums or you'll play a team that's in man and they dominate, right? You play a team that's in man, they dominate that team because they're a man. And then you get stuck in that toxicity because what happens is the randoms are so bad now that you just hope to get any type of competent random. And the moment you win a game with the set of randoms, you're like, okay, let me stay. Then you match up with the 3-point shot hunter, the 2 defensive menaces, the 1 inside out threat, and the break starter. All purple. And you know what that's gonna consist of. It's gonna consist of the good old 2-3 zone. And guess who you got on your team? Mr. Blue Bag. Mr. Blue Man. That's right. Mr. Blue Man, who still got on default swing as his jump shot because he has not planned on shooting any jump shot in 2K. It just baffles my mind to know that there are people out here that do that. It baffles my mind. All blue. All blue. They are by far the worst teammates to play with in the game. You're the worst build. Whenever you see that type of build, if you can, run. Just run. I don't know if y'all screen is glitching like mine's is, but mine's is glitching right now during this voiceover. But when you see an all blue build, man, especially in the rec. But the crazy thing is now, you can't even tell who's an all blue build or not anymore because the names in this game just don't match up. They don't match up. You have a build that say athletic finisher and he shoot threes. You have a build that say slasher and he shoot threes. You have an inside the arc playmaker and he shoot threes. But then you'll have the floor spacing slasher, and he can't shoot at all. And his name actually say he's supposed to be able to shoot something, but he can't shoot at all. The blue builds, man, they gotta go. They gotta go. We as a community have to start gearing people away from making all blue builds. We have to start telling our community, get yourself a jumper. I understand if you don't even want to shoot that much, but go to the minimum level of jump shot and just get ready to shoot a little bit. Just a minimum. I think you get your first jump shooting, your first 3-point badge at a 67 rating. If you can get a badge at 67, that means you can make that shot. Just stand in the corner, shoot your three, green. That's all I'm asking. You out here with your blue build, just ruining everybody's experience, including your own. That's the crazy thing. You even ruining your own experience. You're not having fun in the game because everybody has realized you can't shoot, and now they're just staying off of you the whole entire game. You see it, then you try to shoot to try to prove that you can shoot, and you got on default swing. If you don't even have the nerve to go in there and change your jump shot, that is a telltale sign you had no plan on shooting. And I get why you did it, because you had a build earlier in the year and you was bricking because you can't shoot. So instead of learning how to shoot, finding your rating, finding your base, you just come out there and make an all blue build and ruin everybody's experience. You are not an MVP. You deserve to be demoted. If you're gonna make an all blue build, you need to go to park where you can thrive. Don't come into the wreck with them blue builds. Don't come in here with them. When you make an all blue build, you have lowered your options to choose from. Now you only have career or park, or maybe that 5v5 mode. Maybe, I don't know how that goes. One of my friends PlayStation broke from going into that mode, so I won't go in there no more. But the blue builds, you are not allowed into the wreck no more. The 2K should actually ban you from the wreck. They should ban you. They should say, the same way how they prevent you from getting jump shots and layups based off your rating. If your 3-point rating ain't a 67, you can't come into the race. Yeah, that right there, that's a good idea. You need a 67 or higher 3 to enter the rec. That way, everyone can shoot some type of shot. Everyone can shoot, but no, that wouldn't be fair, would it? That would be separating or segregating people, and that's not good, I guess. But what's not good is that you're aggravating me and the rest of the community when you come in here with your blue build and you think that we're going to win a game with you on the team. We have no shot at winning a game with you on the team. And this is a personal message sent directly to you from me. So please, go back in the builder, find your rating, find your jump shot, start practicing shooting corner threes or shooting top of the key mid-range shots, elbow jumpers, baseline jumpers. Practice on spacing the floor and getting out of the paint so that you can be effective when you're playing the game. Okay? All right now. Keep in mind, you're never going to be good. Nobody's going to ever invite you to play because of your slashing build. Nobody's going to invite you to play. That slashing build is going to leave you into going into no squads or leave you and your friends not playing with anybody because you can't shoot. But if that's what you would like to do, you want to continue on your year not being able to shoot, then go right ahead.